Welcome to Miss Kramer's class. Today we are obviously making some masks, and I wanted to show you a different mask from different cultures. For example, this mask is from Native American masks, and we can see how colorful and with feathers. This is a nice coloring book that has a lot of original masks, and I wanted to also show you this book. This is from the Aztec and Inca and Maya from South America. For example, this mask is made out of small little tiles, like a chicken or bathroom tile, and this is called mosaic mask, okay? So here we are going to be looking at different masks. I'm going to open the book. Some of them are really funny, but try not to laugh. So some of them might be like scary. This one is called Spirit Mask. I don't know, it's a little scary. He looked like he's a little confused. This mask over here is funny because he has how many eyes? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it has a frown. And it has this nose, but it has a second nose here too. So it has 2 noses and 6 eyes, and it has this hair, and it's called the bird within the bird. So it's called the bird within a bird mask. And here we have few other different masks that we can get inspired by. This one is called the false face. This one is called the beggar mask. Here we have, it's called the rattlesnake because he has a rattlesnake on top of the mask. This one is called the doorkeeper. This one is called Harpi Pawamu mask. It tells you a little bit about it. It's about a supernatural spirit of ancestors visiting the people from time to time, helping them in various ways. They're also called kachinas. Kachina mask. There's also kachina dolls, and I'll show you the book next time. This one is called Kasuma mask from the Sia Indians. And here we have Zuni dance mask, and here's a warrior mask. And you see we can get inspired. There's feathers here. Despite this deceptive simplicity, this American Indian mask, compared to other masks, is a very old mask and is held in the really highest regard, with greatest respect. So, yet we have to be very respectful of the culture of Native Americans when we're looking at it. That's why we don't want to laugh, because to them it was like a female deity, and it was very respectful. Like if we go to church, we wouldn't be laughing at icons in church the same way in Native American religions. We shouldn't be laughing at these masks either, because they are also sign of their type of religion. This is a female deity, the mother of Coco of all Kachinas. This is the mother of Coco of all Kachinas. Kachinas are the helpful spirits. Here we have Navajo ceremonial mask, and you can see a corn here instead of a nose. He has a corn plant growing on his nose, and it's used for healing ceremonies. There is a dancing clown. This is a dancing clown, and it's by Pueblo Indians. And here we have Bella Bella dancing bird mask, and it looks like a beak of a mask. And we're gonna go a little quicker just so you see that there's an eagle. This looks like a swan. This one is called the spirit of an earthquake mask, and that's the one from the cover with the tongue out. This is to protect against the earthquake. This is a master of wealth, and we can see a bird on top. It comes from Alaska. So we can see how different each mask is, and they have all different meaning. Okay. This is a bear spirit mask, Haida mask. And here is a raven mask. So it's a bird, raven. Here is a bear spirit mask. These are funny. This is a sea spirit. It's kind of funny. Windmaker. He looks like he can blow a lot of air, make wind. This mask is really neat. Maybe we can draw this mask. I will draw two masks, and you can draw with me both of them or just one. The bird with the within the bird. So this is the one that we looked in color. So the bird within the bird is this one. This is in color, and here it's large size. And that's Mask King from Alaska. This one. Oh, this is a funny one. Mask of Alaska, Mask of Inuit. It's from Adirondack Mountain, the Appalachian Mountain. Um, and in the harsh Arctic environment, the Inuit worship the Inua, or spirit of animals, whose generosity gave them food, clothing, and shelter, and all necessities of life. With its typical mask across the eyes and its grinning mouth, the human face of this ceremonial mask represents the spirit. It was carved from wood and decorated with deer skin and hair. And this is called the sea spirit. Okay, so I think we're gonna choose something a little simpler. I'm gonna I'm gonna do two different masks. I did with all the grades. We did a little more complex mask, which was this one also, and that was the one on the cover. We just tried to simplify the one on the cover, so we did this one. But I think for this grade, for younger grades, we're gonna do something simpler like this. One like this we're gonna do, and we're gonna do one like this. So I am gonna let you put the top in the portrait. So for make your paper not side to side, but up and down. My paper is gonna be side to side, so just so I have more space. You're gonna make yours a little bigger. So I'm gonna do two, and you can just do one. Okay, so let's continue. So first, we're gonna start with this simpler mask. So I'm gonna put it right here. And we are going to first do a triangle for the mouth. Like this big triangle. I'm gonna just start with a triangle like this. And I'm gonna make like a frame around the triangle. So one triangle inside of the other, nice and simple. If you want to, you can just like teeth inside of your triangle like that, or you can do a tongue like this. That's fine. I am gonna do a long nose, maybe 3 lines, and maybe I'm gonna put this kind of design on my nose just for fun. And I'm gonna do a circle here and circle here for the nose, and then half circle and half circle for the nostril, and a little smiley face for the nostril. Now I'm gonna do like a little triangle. What I'm doing here, little triangle under eyes, like a cheekbone here. And I'm gonna do little dots where the eye should go, kind of like an eyebrow dot. And I can choose different type of eyes. I think I'm gonna do an oval eyes that is squinting kind of like that. Kind of skinny look with a squinting eye like that. So it's an oval, and I think for this one you can just do the circles on top, but I think I'm gonna have enough to make feathers. So to make feathers, you make single lines like this, and then on top of these single lines you're gonna make these V shapes like we did on the nose, little V shapes, just like this, little V shapes all over. And then look how I'm gonna turn it into the feather. So I'm starting with the top V shape, and I'm gonna do like a rainbow shape and then go all the way down, and it's a feather. So go to the two remaining, make a rainbow shape and go all the way down, rainbow shape on top, and second oval over your feather, okay? Just like that. So I put a lot of feathers. Mine is gonna have feathers for his ears too. Sort of similar. Like this one looks like his hands are coming out of a face. And then he has feathers here. But mine is going to have this kind of feathers here. So it's gonna have a feather, same style, but it's gonna be like an ear. He's gonna have a feather in feather ears like that. Maybe I can do a spiral for his cheek, a spiral. It could be even a snake if I wanted to. Maybe it would be a snake head like we saw. We had pictures, so I can make this into a little snake on each side with a little snake tongue coming out. Maybe this one is a face, a coiled snake maybe. Here I can color him. And here on the bottom, I'm going to make like a chin and maybe like round little beads coming off, like a beard with beads. So that's one style. It's kind of more modern. I made it too modern, I think. These designs are much older. So now I'm going to go ahead and on this side, I'm going to make the skinny one. So it's a skinny oval windmaker. And his mouth is open like a circle. And now it turns into a cylinder. So lying down this way. And it looks like he's blowing air. So I'm going to just draw like he's blowing air. And his nose, there's just two nostrils, like little open ovals. And this line goes this way like a triangle, but it's more like curvy triangle. So it's sort of like a curvy line, cheek curvy line. And there's a lot of dots next to the curvy line, lots of dots. And his eyes are slanted, so it's like a letter U. And his eyes are slanted like he's blowing some air for that wind because he's a wind maker. And then on top of his forehead, there is another cylinder. So two lines and a circle where the air is coming out as well. Out of there, another wind is coming here. And then he's got feathers like this all over his face coming out. And he's got kind of funny hands here, if that's what's hand, but it's kind of like rectangles coming out of his face in a funny way, but it's really stylistic, so I like it. Like that. And we know how to do feathers. We don't need to do this hard style. We can just do the V's and little ovals around it. A couple of these V's. You're gonna color the feathers anyway, so. And that's our hair. And today we're gonna use markers to finish coloring, but you can also use crayons. So when we put watercolors over it, crayons will resist the watercolor and create a really nice way where the watercolor will seep into the paper and the crayon will stay on top, and it's gonna give you a lot more textures. And you can decorate your mask any way. For example, if I wanted to add more style to this one or more dots to match his beads, I can do that. Any details that you consider that you still want to add, that's up to you. Even lines, if you wanted to do lines on his forehead like this, that would be fine. Or even turn this one into lines, like long eyebrows, or do each one in a different color maybe. So you can change it, is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You can make your mask a little different. but that's however you want to finish it. Just check that you have your name, that you didn't forget to sign your name. I'm gonna put a timer now. This is a simpler mask as well, so you can get inspired. I'll display it in class. I'll display this one as well, and we're gonna have a timer now, and you can get coloring and finishing up. Now is your turn.